What's up, guys? My name is Castle Vania. I'm here again with my good friend David Alexander from Icon Collective. We're watching video number 5 of our series of videos on music theory. So far in all of our examples, we've been using the root note of the chords in our bass.
Yes.
Today we're going to take it one step further, show you a way of, something else that you could do. And we call that slash chords.
Right, so slash chords is the idea that you don't have to use the root of the chord in the bass. If we look at any chord, it's either 2 or 3 notes played together. So if we look at C minor, traditionally you'd be playing C in the bass. But we also notice that there's an E flat and there's also a G in that chord. And these 2 notes are also strong candidates for you to use as bass notes. So why don't we sequence something? I'll play the root in the bass, and then we'll talk about strategies of how to choose other notes, why it can be effective, and share that tip with you.
Cool, yeah, I'll just run it and you can play in, and
okay,
we'll take it from there.
And I'm playing in the key of C minor, and if you're curious, the chords that I'm playing, the first chord C minor, the 7th chord B flat major, the 3rd chord E flat major, then I'm going to the 4th, the 6th, and the 5th. So that's the progression, but I'm playing all the notes with the root in the bass. So if you can see what D's doing right now, he's going to copy this to another MIDI track where we actually have a bass note, a bass sound assigned to it, and we're just going to take the lower end of the notes. So let's hear what that sounds like.
Cool, let me just delete the bass out of the chords. Oops, not the whole chords. There we go. And let me drop this an octave because it's going to be our bass sound.
There you go.
There we are. Cool, let's give this a listen. I noticed I got a little timing thing here.
Go ahead and fix that for me.
Unless, I don't know, maybe you want it that way,
Yeah.
Getting creative.
So one of the things that you can look for is, as you notice, the first 2 notes become ascending. They're going down, and then there's a big jump to the 3rd note. So maybe we can connect the bass, the 2nd bass note, to the 3rd bass note a little bit better if we find a pitch that's in between the first 2 bass notes. The 2nd chord that I played was B flat major, so the bass is going to be flat, but we have other options. The notes in that chord are D and F. So what do you think? Should we shoot for a D or should we shoot for an F as an alternative?
I would say let's go for D. It looks like it's a little bit closer to the next note, so
okay,
that might help us. Oops. Might help us get a little flow going between our notes.
Okay.
You want to hear that?
Yeah, let's hear what that sounds like. Yeah, I like that. The bass has a little bit more of a melody as it's climbing there. Why don't we take the 4th chord, which is A flat, F minor, and in F minor we also have A flat and C. Let's try one of those other notes as a possible bass note there.
Let's go up.
Okay.
Let's try that and see how that sounds.
I like it.
Yeah, cool.
A very simple concept. One of the things that I noticed here is that when it went to that B flat, because the bass was already so low.
Yeah, it got like, I don't know, maybe it's a little too low.
Yeah.
So, you could see here, if you have a note when you're working on your bass line, it sounds too low, you can try moving it up to one of the other notes in the chord. Can also use this as great for making variations. If you're, maybe the first time around it plays one bass line based off those chords, and then you use some slash chords for the bass in the next section.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, we took a 2-bar progression and turned it into a 4-bar progression.
Yeah, it's easy to see how you could get in and get really creative with this, and again, you start off with your chord progression, and you can really build the other parts of your song from that.
Excellent. And incorporating some of the other tips from the previous videos, including inversions and some of the things that we're going to be talking about in the future, you can take a simple concept, make it uniquely your own, and definitely more expressive.
Absolutely.
So there you have it. Why don't you take this week and experiment with slash chords, which, by the way, in music are written as if I were to change the C minor, the bass in C minor to E flat, you would have C minor with a slash and then E flat after that. You can see that on the graphic. That's where the name slash chord comes from.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll see you again next week when we continue the music theory series.
So go make some music.